Liverpool fans especially will throw the Torres thing at him. He scored 3 goals against Vidic in 19 games.
Yeah, but that
and apparently he's ruined Vidic.
That does bring me on to my next point. Asteroid Head.
That's bollocks. If anybody agrees with that, okay, come and see me.
Let me know in a Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Football Podcast. This is only our second episode. These boys asked me to start a podcast. Few obstacles first. One of them is the reason we're wearing wireless mics. We couldn't get a headset to fit that fucking cranium. Tom Mantle, to be fair, came up with the name The Football Podcast. It's fitting because he's famous for speaking the most bullshit anyone could ever speak in their life. We're recording today from MegaHead's kitchen. And Tom, do you want to elaborate on why, mate? Or?
Well, somebody is a little bitch and got beaten by Man Flu Sunday, so our normal recording spot is taken by darts players, I believe.
Yeah.
The rest of the week, so yeah, blame Cranium himself.
I'm better now.
Well, yeah, we're in MegaHead's kitchen, his favourite room in the house, the fat bastard. And there's the pleasantries out the way. I'm Flook Fights, and we may as well get back into the football then. That's what we're about. And we'll start with the Merseyside derby, shall we, boys? Coming from a plastic scouser myself, it still meant a lot. My heart was beating out my chest, to be honest with you. But as a neutral sort of, well, not really neutral, but you know, how did you take it? Did you enjoy the game? Or?
Good game to watch, I thought. Everton took it to Liverpool for a change, which I didn't think they'd do, but for 15, 20 minutes, yeah, really
old-fashioned,
tackles flying. Tackling.
Yeah, it was. It was no fashion 90s game, I thought.
Especially the ending.
These days, you see too much. Everyone plays the same way. You kind of know what's coming. Overcoach, but now it's a bit of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, it was nice.
Good ending, bit of fighting as well. Flook Fights were lovely, I'm sure. Give some tips.
Bit of a dickhead reaction.
Well, I get that. First, as a Liverpool fan, I know it was nice to see all of the challenges flying in, but I was a bit annoyed. I just wanted to see us get the ball down and play. But it was exactly the same. They beat us last year, didn't they? 2-0 at their place. I think it was, 2-0.
Point in the season for last year.
One of them, yeah.
And losing to us.
Anyway, so it was a bit annoying. Like I said, I wanted to get the ball down, play our football, but it just didn't happen. We kept kicking them over as well. They were fouls. I don't know why we kept kicking them. And it was exactly the same, like I said, last year under Klopp. So it was a bit frustrating. I did think we got out of jail, and then obviously, what's the chances of Tarkowski scoring a screamer like that?
Great finish for the centre back.
Yeah.
This proper technical,
like prime Mantle. I thought the finish.
Won't be that far. Rush of blood at the end again.
Mantle beat down the other end, but the Liverpool supporters, isn't he?
Was it a foul?
Yes.
It was a foul.
Yeah.
Soft foul.
Okay.
Nah.
What about the offside for the better goal, which they claimed? Some people I've seen saying he was offside and the ball was played. Personally, I like to give it to the attackers, but
I don't think that was. Yeah, I wouldn't have given that offside.
Too close, I think. Unless you can definitely see clearly.
Yeah.
I think you should always give benefit out to the forwards.
They were never going to give that foul in that atmosphere, right? Anyway, if he'd give it there and then, maybe he didn't. The thing is, Diaz was doing it all game. He was running into their centre backs,
just nudging them off balance.
He wasn't trying to get the ball. And to be fair, I think it was Decore. I don't know who it was. I think it was Decore.
Yeah.
Did it to Canate.
It's quite clever because it's not a clear foul. Is it? It's just a little push tap.
I know we're not going to touch it in match, but it swings and roundabouts because obviously on the weekend then we played Wolves. Exactly the same pretty much happened. You scored from it. So
it was exactly the same, yeah.
Part of the game, innit?
Yeah.
It happens all over the pitch.
As long as it's consistent, I don't care.
Yeah. It's one of them where I think if it was Van Dijk, would he get nudged out of the way, or would he be a bit more streetwise?
Yeah. He probably would have elbowed the player, you know he's like.
Gets away with it anyway.
Yeah, elbowed or kicked him, it's like you've got to cut away with it.
So yeah, Real Madrid, Man City. Man City blowing another lead. We'll talk about the game in a minute, but I was saying to MegaHead on the way up in a car, does this mean that Pep's credential as a manager have been damaged this year, considering he haven't coached his way out of trouble, have he? He's gone back into the market, and all right, Mamouche has scored an hat-trick on a weekend again. But, look at what happened with, Klopp when we didn't have any centre-backs that year. We weren't quite as bad as that. Do you think basically that, what do you think?
I can't wait for this one. I've said for years I'm not a massive Pep Guardiola fan. I think he took over. I think he took over Frank Rijkaard's team at Barcelona. I think he made one change. He put Busquets in for Yaya Toure, and they become the greatest team ever with Messi. No problem with that.
I do think people forget how good Barcelona were under Rijkaard in the first place.
Then
he went as if he picked up West Brom and took that. He
went to Bayern Munich. They won the treble the year before, doing the treble in his time there.
Yeah.
And then he came to Man City, and he spent, well, I think, okay, they look at net spend these days, which I haven't got quite net spend figures, but I'm telling you, he is definitely...
You nobody got the facts.
I know, we have got the facts there. I like my facts.
You can tell he's been
I've been
I've been
But I'd be very surprised if he's not in the top two of spending since he's been at Man City. Probably Man United the only one who have spent more than him. But he's obviously got the right players in. I appreciate that. And the football they play is really good. But when you've got 1.9 billion pounds to spend...
It always gets me that they let Cole Palmer go. They sold him to Chelsea.
Going back to the point, Pep is a massive fraud, and I think I could manage Man City and won what he did in that time with the money he had.
There we go.
You are. It's out there.
The human clickbait is at it again. MegaHead.
Questionable. Cheats on football, man.
That's true.
Right, so we'll go into the weekend then. The early kick-off, Arsenal against Leicester. Arsenal did get the job done in the end. I was getting excited looking at the score, but they scored on, I think it was 80 minutes, and then obviously they got the second one. They put the lad Marino up front, didn't they? And got the job done in the end. Still not convinced by Arsenal. I think they will drop points over the next few weeks with the players they've got out. The only problem is I think Liverpool might as well, so... I think it'll stay at about 7 points. I
think that's why it's a good point you've got at the Everton game. Because it's 3 wins now, or 3 losses. You've got to look at it. Liverpool have got to lose 3 games, they've got to win 3.
I know, but to beat 1-0 up and with the last kick of the game to draw, it's probably 2 points lost.
But 7 points in the grand scheme of things. You said, can you see Arsenal winning 3 more games than Liverpool before the end of the year?
I know, obviously, from you lot looking out, it's like that, and it's like you think... You sort of catastrophise him more when you're involved. Because I think 7 points, but I keep thinking we should be... Because the last minute goal at Everton, it was one at Newcastle.
Fulham as well.
Fulham, we had a man sent off. I just think... But then they could say, oh, if we did this, it's all
You've got to play them again, haven't you?
At Anfield, yeah.
It's at Anfield.
Listen,
I think you've won the league anyway. I think you will win the league. I'm not saying you've won the league yet, of course, but I think you will win the league. And... I think you'll probably win it in the end by at least 9 points. I think it'd be wrapped up with 4 games to go.
Seeing that performance from Arsenal against Leicester...
I didn't see it. I didn't watch the actual whole game.
I don't get excited watching Arsenal. No. They're effective, they do what they got to do, but they're not like, oh my God, that's such a good watch. They're so good.
I mean, they're missing a lot of players. A lot of teams are missing a lot of players.
But even before they weren't, I don't know, they're not putting 4, 5, 6 past teams. They're like
the striker's a problem. They haven't got a striker. That is a massive.
They're not exciting to watch. No. It's more exciting smelling that curry coming from the background. Right. So yeah, Arsenal. I touched on their fans again. To be honest with you, I'm glad I didn't have to go on Twitter and see a load of excuses calling out referees and that. To be fair, I know everyone does it. Liverpool are doing it now to who was there on the weekend? The one where he was running over and you could see his fucking tits flopping as he was running over. Not quite that bad. You could start an OnlyFans with him. But no, Simon Hooper, that was it. Simon Hooper. He has it. But no, Arsenal fans are the worst for this on Twitter. And I am going to call them out. They are shocking for it.
Piers Morgan's worst.
You've got to be a full-on monk to support Arsenal. Yeah. That's the qualifications. It's no... Like a lot of that.
Every time I go on.
Do you like an Arsenal fan? Do you know an Arsenal fan that you like?
Do you know an Arsenal fan?
Yeah. Yeah, I like
that. They're always kitted out in the. I mean, they love the merchandise.
Yeah,
well, they love it, don't they? They got the whole bloody shop.
I don't. Let's not get into Arsenal fan TV. They're assholes as well.
I think that's why people don't like them because
DT.
They're just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to keep talking about this because I know what's coming next and I don't want to get into it.
All right. Yeah, you can see my list, can't you?
Yeah.
Right. We're going to talk about Man United against Spurs next. Now, I'm quite excited for this. I'm going to be like fucking MegaHead at a buffet here. I'm licking my lips and I'm not coming away from the table. Right? Here we go then. What do you think of that, boys?
case of missed chances for United. I think before Spurs scored, I think they had 3 in the space of a minute, where they broke down the end. I can't remember, Darlow had the last shot, and he's terrible.
Yeah.
But Garnacho, after they scored, 5 minutes after they scored, he threw 1-on-1, and it's not even on target. It's over, wide, call it what you want.
I thought the goal itself summed up the match. Just really scrappy and poor. The standard was pretty crap. I think it looked quite exciting to a neutral, and the reason was that was because you had 2 teams that didn't know how to keep the ball, didn't know how to defend, and it just became a bit of a joke. Seems to me. I'm just a bit.
They need to learn how to take their chances, and I think that'll bring back the confidence. And you look a fully confident, firing Garnacho scores are. Do you mean that
he was, wasn't he, this time last year?
I think I said, you see the Garnacho miss, and you just think, well, what can Amrin do? He's trained all week.
He's not in.
And then they do that. It's like, well.
I thought Xerxes played well. I thought he's starting to show the player that.
Towards the last 20, I think he fell off. Maybe a bit of fitness.
But he could nutmeg a wheelchair.
But,
when he turns on
nutmeg a wheelchair. Well, he's a new Luis Suarez. For
a guy who's 6'3", tall, dangly, the ball at his feet.
He's had a good turnaround.
He's better than he looked. A lot better than he looked.
Yeah.
When he got.
But he couldn't get any worse, could he?
It takes a while to settle, and it's not.
Yeah.
If the Italian league to this is a bit different.
He wouldn't have gone the Alba Valley team to start the season.
But
I'm going to lie to you.
The Vikings, maybe.
The Vikings.
They just needs a complete root and stem of the other players. Probably 80% of those players won't be there in 3-4 years' time, you'd hope. And
hopefully by the end of the summer.
But yeah, so I'm just bored of Man United. Bored of you listening. I don't get angry anymore. People tell me they're crap. Yeah, I know they're crap.
It's frustrating.
Can't defend them. So.
I know it's.
Yeah.
It's got that point.
I think I was saying to Pete the other day, it'd be funny if they got relegated. And I was like, yeah, they would. And he asked me, do you think it's the best thing if you do get relegated? I was like, I don't think we'd
leave it out, Pete.
If they did, I don't. The club financially could be done.
Of course it would. Yeah, any big club go down like that.
Yeah. At least we start winning games again in the Championship, maybe.
Well, yeah, it'd be a title-winning season.
But no, they Leicester, not Leicester. Ipswich are 12 points off.
Yeah, we
won't get that far. No. But I am struggling to see where United pick up any points.
I think you'll finish around where you are now.
You've got 40 points normally as safety. Probably won't need 40 points this year, but if you look at that, it's 29 points at the moment. I don't know where we're going to get 11 points from. Yeah. It's that bad.
We got Ipswich at home in a couple of weeks now.
That
should be
Ipswich 3 points because you can't play at Old Trafford. You can't play at Old Trafford, so.
But yeah, it's one of them. The season's done for us. We always concentrate on Europe.
Bring on me.
Hopefully, win the Europa League and get into the Champions League through that dodgy route. And
can we move on from United?
Get some money.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Right, so this week we decided we're going to talk about our 5 most overrated players in probably more modern times in the Premier League. Because none of us really remember the older players. But yeah, we've all got 5 each.
I can speak for yourself there. Right? I mean,
you're a bit older to watch.
Yeah, definitely. I remember the older players.
He's 47.
Yeah, I remember Steven Brisovic, mate.
We thought, just keep it current, but we threw a few old ones in as well.
Do you want to start us off, or do you want me to start us off?
No, go on, you start us off with your 5.
So, number 5 on my list, Phil Walcott. I think if he didn't have pace, he would have been a League 1, League 2 player maybe at best.
I can agree with that.
Got rushed into the England setup for some stupid reason at 16, but...
It just got a cracking hat against Croatia, but...
Yeah, every player can have a good day, can't he? But I think without the pace, I don't think anybody looked at him twice.
I'm just not too sure if many people do rate Walcott anymore. That's the only thing.
When
he first comes through,
maybe.
You might not many people do.
I don't think he's overrated anymore.
I just think he had a better career than he should have had. That was
maybe.
Right up, next.
Luis Nani at Man United.
Once he won. Was it 2010? He basically.
Yeah, he nearly won the Premier League. No, he didn't. We lost to Chelsea. But
I've seen players saying recently on Twitter, United fans, Nani and this team would change the team. Now he wasn't that good. People tend to see his highlights of when he had good goals, he had a bit of skill, but all round, I remember watching so frustrated. But
I think the thing is, he was compared to Ronaldo at a young age.
Possibly,
he was never going to be Ronaldo, but he still was a decent winger.
Yeah, I don't say he's bad, but I think people overestimate
I think Carragher ruined his
how
career,
good
didn't
he
he? That
was.
tackle, disgusting.
That was a shocking tackle, that was. Carragher, if you're watching.
Yeah, if you're watching Jamie Carragher.
Spit on it next. Got his streak. Bruno G, third on my list.
Gomares.
Yeah. I
Okay.
seen Newcastle fans saying he's in the best midfielders in the world. He's not even the best Bruno in the Premier League. So, I don't really know what he does.
Who's the other one?
the Brighton fullback. No, but I don't see what... He doesn't... I don't know, he's just there. He's alright. But I don't think he specialises in anything really attacking.
I think he plays a special part in the Newcastle midfield.
Yeah, possibly.
But, I'm not going to say he's worth.
They moved him out. They moved him out of the 6 because he couldn't do it at the start of the year when they were in a terrible form. Tonali's gone in. They're completely different.
He plays Brazil as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think.
He's a Brazil. He plays in the Brazil team.
Is this Brazil team the best it's ever been?
Well, no, but
they struggled to qualify for the last World Cup. They only just made it, didn't they? They had to. I think they squeaked in on the last day. So I don't think you can't say playing for Brazil these days it makes you that Neymar still live.
Oh no, it's like the Roy Keane saying that you can trap a ball and play for Brazil these days.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I agree with that one. So
I'm not with you with Bruno. No, I don't think. I don't think he's overrated.
We'll move on.
Maybe overrated by Newcastle fans.
I don't know what I see.
Yeah.
Second on my list is Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
Now, what was it, 100 million they paid for him? He's got...
Yeah, so are we going off overrated by people like we speak to, or we're about like Man City because they value 100 million?
No, I'm going off my general what I see in the football universe on Twitter. People
because at Villa he was very good.
Yeah, but you say very good. He was decent. Yeah, he's good for a team where Villa were at the time.
When he had freedom to do what he wanted to, pick the balls.
Would you say he's a top 6 player? I want to say he's a top 6 player.
He had a good season. The season they won the treble. He was really good.
Yeah, he ended the season well, didn't he?
But I don't fall for this.
I don't think he's like
where everybody's screaming for him to get in the England squad, the England team.
Yeah, he's like England's answer to Ronaldinho.
He didn't make a big enough difference.
Yeah, no, he doesn't
offer enough.
I know what you mean, but
like, was it 1 goal contribution?
Last 12 months he's been pissed. I think he has.
I think is if you put him in a smaller team, where, like I said, the mid-table team, if you went back to, I don't know, who's a Fulham now or a Bournemouth maybe, he'd look very good. But I don't think he's...
I can agree
I'm
with
not
that.
saying he's a terrible player.
He's a Smith Rowe, is he? Smith Rowe level?
Yeah, where he looks better, a bit better maybe, but you know what I mean.
He's no Harry Wilson, put it that way.
Yeah, man.
Right.
And my number one, this one, we haven't both got him at number one then, we don't know ball. But Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's...
I'm taking it on him. Now, whatever happens, I'm going to him.
What I will say is, what's his role, position? He's not a midfielder, he's not... Was he a defender?
Right back.
Supposedly a defender. Who can't defend.
Yeah.
Who this year has been beaten, dribbled past 38 times, the most by any defender in the top 5 leagues in Europe.
I feel like you've sat and look at the stats and to batter with it. I like it.
Right,
considering the cause of best right back in the world, all this, don't worry, you can pass the ball, you can pick the ball fine, but you're supposed to defend.
Trent is overrated.
Right, okay.
By far, one of the most overrated players in the last 20 years in the Premier League.
I think to say he can't defend is lazy punditry because, I'm going to be honest, his one-on-one defending is shocking, actually. Below average.
It's lazy punditry.
That's shocking, below average. It's alright.
Any team with a good winger, a decent winger, have got a chance against him.
His body shape and everything is all wrong. And even I know this, from playing for Aber Valley for a game.
But then he's 28 now, man. He's not young, he's 28.
But what I will say is, right, one-on-one defending is terrible, right? But that's going to get clipped up all over Twitter. People are going to dribble past him. But I think the way we play, half the time, is front foot defending. We're playing on the front foot. I think that's good. I think he's aggressive. I think he's good at defending crosses. Like Kyle Walker will get caught out all the time at the back post and no one will say anything. No, but because to be fair, he'll smash someone in a one-on-one.
No, I think he gets away with it because he got his pace to catch up if he does get beaten with the ball at the top. Trent doesn't have that pace. But I've seen him as well, lazy defender. The Martinez goal this shirt.
His body language
He's
is
just
shocking.
walking across his own edge of the box and the
you
players
can't
run off the
defend
back.
him. He is really, really overrated.
If you watch the United game, I already said it was almost unforgivable the way he played.
Yeah, even the Liverpool fan has seen the video shouting, Trent, run, and we defend it, and we score literally 10 seconds later.
I thought Van Dijk at one point was actually just gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Van Dijk looked like he was getting his head off.
To be fair, he was absolutely. If you're gonna watch that game, then
yeah, but I'm not just going off that. I'm going off
as a footballer. On the ball, he's nice. He does some amazing passing, no doubt about that. But he just turns off
the problem
so
is,
many times.
The in the type that he's a defender who can't defend.
Yeah,
makes sense. He should. If
he reminds me of Milo Taswell.
This day and age.
Look at the lights.
What? Sorry.
No, I was playing this down on the Taswell pitch before when I was younger, and I was just looking at the lights, and it reminds me of that. That's what Trent does.
He should have awareness.
When he got to 16, 17, they should have turned around and said, "You can't. Let's make you a midfield. Let's train you to be a midfielder."
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
And I don't think you'll be having this conversation as much. But
Trent.
I think because of his position and his role in the team as a defender, you can't.
Trent's the worst right back in the world.
We'll end on that one then, fair enough.
And he's lucky Reece James is injured all the time because I think he'd be in the conversation as well.
Well, I like you, James. Go on, you go 5 then.
Right, come on then, let's do my 5. Right, so my list then. My first one is Onana. The goalkeeper now I'm on about. Man,
overrated?
Yeah.
No, slammed off more than me.
No, right. You know when you say overrated, I don't mean overrated as in a good player level. I'm on about Premier League level. I think he's absolutely shocking.
Yeah, but everyone agrees with you. You can't say that overrated.
No, people think
everyone slags him off.
Premier League standard.
I don't think he's Cameroon National League standard.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't have signed him when they did. I would have signed Costa instead.
They bought him for his football skills. He kicks the ball 70 yards.
I was going to say it for me, yeah.
I
agree then.
Bring back Dave Saves.
I wouldn't go that far because
guess what?
he get the end.
Don't touch the table, boys, because the camera shakes every time we touch a table. Bring back Dave.
No, I'm not accepting him. Like, he just is what he is. He has his good moments, but he has too many mistakes in him. So
I just
Onana's garbage.
You won't find many United players saying
Onana's garbage.
Or fans.
Right. He's not rated at all. He can't be overrated.
Alright, fair enough. That's my one off the list then. Right, Declan Rice. I don't think he does anything spectacular. I think he's a good English midfielder. I think he's got a very good engine on him. But I don't think he's a type to pick up the ball and dictate play. I don't think he's good on the half turn.
Isn't that what he's there for? He's not meant to do the spectacular job. He's meant to fill it. Like Roy Keane didn't do the spectacular stuff.
He's better than.
No, Roy Keane's better than Declan Rice, no doubt about it. I'm just saying, Roy Keane didn't do spectacular stuff. He didn't dictate games. Like Paul Scholes' job was to dictate the game. Keane was there for. He was a good passer. Keane was. Declan Rice is a good passer with 15 yards.
Yeah, but I just think.
I think he run with the ball.
The reason I say he's overrated is because people think that he could become that or he should be that. But he's.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I
get what you mean.
He's similar to Jordan Henderson, I think.
I think the same could be said.
No, he's better than Jordan Henderson. He can run tidy.
I don't think the same could be said of Martin Odegaard when he's in an Arsenal team. So Odegaard always gets put in the bracket of De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes. But you look, I don't think if he was that good, he'd carry Arsenal in some of the games where they're terrible.
I do like Declan Rice. I think he's a throwback to an old fan. He's not as good as the Gerrards or the Keanes, the Scholes is, but he's a throwback to that kind of era where he just wants to roll his sleeve up.
I know what you're saying.
I like that.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
I think he's brilliant at that.
But his mentality is top notch.
I think
again, for 100 million.
Yeah.
The money these days, you've got to take away from me.
I know, you play is part of it. I'm not saying it's him, but for £100 million midfielder, I want more. Say like one more from Grealish for what they offer. You could sign somebody else to go and run. Joe Linton runs all day. Two little passes, scores a couple of
for 100 million, I want him to take 17,000 players on. Better than Messi, but that's never going to happen. That's just modern inflation.
Yeah,
I don't think you can blame a player for their value.
But for Rice,
I like Rice.
Right, my next one then is Lisandro Martinez. And the reason I say him is because a lot of people think he's a top 5 centre-back. At one point they were saying he was as good as Van Dijk. Maybe
who said that?
On Twitter.
Honestly now, who said that?
Someone called SportChat22 on Twitter said it. And he was on about his top 10
Have
Triple H pedigrees.
I don't think I've ever said Matthew is better than Van Dijk. Honestly, that's ridiculous.
There's people who say
he's top 5, whatever it was. I wouldn't say he's overrated. I think he had a good first year. That injury has messed him up. He started turning the corner again, I thought, before this latest injury, where he started to fit into the system. He had a few goal contributions and...
Yeah.
I just like the fact he kicks people.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Again,
I get that, but he's
he's
rated for that, but he kicks people and gets injured
His
himself.
2 foot tackles, brilliant.
He's
got small man syndrome.
Yeah, he is, in the man, which isn't saying much, but he is by far the best centre-back Man United in terms of when he's there, we play out from the back a lot better. So he does add something to Man United, but as I said, that says nothing with my shit.
I think the thing he's lacking is a bit of pace.
Yeah, and probably that temperament. He's a bit of a...
He's better in a 3, because then he can go on, as you say, attack people and leave a space behind.
Works in that system.
Yeah. No, I give you Matthew, but I don't think many people do rate him that highly.
Well, maybe not at the minute, but...
I think you would try to clicking for bait. Bait clicking. Clicking for bait? What are we doing? What's the word? Again, that's a William from last week, guys.
Trying to get clicks.
Yeah.
Well, no, this one then, João Felix is my next one.
Oh, yeah.
On about money being spent or whatever.
Oh, that's bad, yeah.
Do you think it's the worst transfer in Premier League history? The signing Chelsea loaned
No, I got another one on my list. That's by far
loaned him,
worse.
sent him back because he wasn't good enough, but then paid 40, 50 million to bring him back.
Yeah.
6 months later, even though he'd done nothing, was it Barcelona he went?
Yeah.
And he'd done absolutely nothing.
I think he's dreadful. He had his moments. Like, he scores some screaming goals. You watch his goals.
Nice
brilliant.
now,
but honestly, as an overall player,
yeah, and his
I just don't get it.
shocking as well.
Yeah,
Do you think it's just the Premier League tempo he's on?
Oh, because he wasn't really good. He didn't fit in Atletico Madrid either. Simeone didn't want it.
He scored that header against us.
Yeah, he scored that header against us, but you know.
Fucking edge of the box.
That's us for the last 10 years.
Okay.
A lot of people scored against us.
And my next one is Nemanja Vidic.
Oh, ta-da, mate. You did now, but you know that's bollocks.
Because I don't think that he is as good as Ferdinand or Van Dijk or
The only centre-back ever to win Premier League Player of the Year twice.
I don't see it.
Well, I can give the facts if you want. It's a fact. It's a fact.
It's done.
Take that to your grave.
He doesn't. No.
And, by the way, I don't think he's better than Ferdinand.
Do you hand on heart think he's as good a footballer as Van Dijk?
Footballer? No, Van Dijk on the ball is much better. If I was going into a battle tomorrow, who would I want to take with me? I'm taking that man.
No, but Van Dijk battles, but he does it and just doesn't smash his
does it dirty on the slide, yeah.
Do you know what, okay?
Everyone's got this warrior thing about, oh, look at that. But Van Dijk does it whilst not...
But you know what's funny about Vidic? Is, Liverpool fans especially will throw the Torres thing at him. He scored 3 goals against Vidic in 19 games.
Yeah, but that
apparently he's ruined Vidic.
That does bring me on to my next point. Asteroid head, right? Vidic, in 2008-2009 season, so we were going for the title. Yes, all right, you won it. But Vidic got sent off in both games against Liverpool. They're massive games. That's a liability. He got sent off twice. Could have cost you the league. If Van Dijk got sent off twice against Arsenal,
he did, so it's an irrelevant point.
He got Drogba sent off the Champions League final, and we won the Champions League final. So, I mean, he done something good there as well, didn't he? In the biggest final. So.
Well, I've said my piece.
Right, that's bollocks. If anybody agrees with that, okay, come and see me.
Let me know in a
We'll have it out.
Because I got people all over my TikTok live coming for me. So don't even give your address because it's not a good idea.
Delete that.
I'm going to orders, really. So you've done 1 to 5, you know?
Right. I went 5 to 1.
Just no order.
All right, yeah.
So 5 in it.
So number 5 then, because we already discussed him, is Trent, 100%. He was on mine. The next one, David Luiz. I honestly don't get how he's managed to win so much in his career, get so many big moves.
It was a shock move when he went to Arsenal from Chelsea. I thought.
Absolute crazy.
You could see what he was, and he still...
He can't defend. Again, centre-back couldn't defend when walking around as if he's been played by a PlayStation, like Guy Neville said.
Yeah.
And also, he's famous for being the centre-back in Brazil's most humiliating defeat ever. He's terrible. But he somehow managed to win and play for some of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest names.
I don't get it.
He's in it with Vidic, you ask him.
Oh, yeah.
Bit better than Vidic.
Next one. This, by far, is the worst piece of business ever done by 3 football clubs. Lukaku.
I was
no,
going to put it
agree
in.
with
Yeah.
that.
Terrible.
You don't agree?
Honestly,
No, don't agree.
one of
don't
the
agree.
worst strikers I've ever seen in Man United. I don't care his record, okay? Because listen, Mario Gomez scored loads of goals, and I thought he was the worst striker I'd ever seen. So, Lukaku scores loads of goals, no argument with that. Lazy as shit. And honestly, whatever he's gone, he hasn't really...
Napoli's banned them in again still at the moment, isn't he?
But what else was he offer? I don't get him. I watch him for Belgium. I'm like,
you could say the same.
he misses 5 chances to every goal he
You could
scores.
say the same of Haaland at the moment. He doesn't offer anything other than goals. That spell where they went...
Yeah, but he doesn't score nowhere near as many goals as Haaland.
No, I'm not saying that, but that spell where they went, was it 10 games, losing in a row, whatever it was? They was playing with 10 men.
Yeah.
So it's... I don't know, it's...
Lukaku, I honestly...
don't think I agree with
the
that.
fact that Man United spent 80 million on him was ridiculous. The fact that Inter Milan then signed him from us for 80 million is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea were involved in this, something paying 80 million as well. It's mad how 3 teams have managed to waste so much money on him.
Unbelievable.
Because he honestly
It
has
is
not
high
offered
money,
those clubs
but-
anything. In big games, he has missed massive chances.
Big games,
World
yeah.
Cup for Belgium, Champions League final for
So-
Inter Milan. Honestly, I think he's overrated.
Here's a question for you now, Wen. Do you think at the moment, if you put him in up top for United, this current United team, where they're playing the small teams, they're struggling for goals, where he's a flat track bully for the small teams, I think he'd get goals.
He don't move, man. He wouldn't press from the top.
No, I'm not saying
Come on, you
don't
impress
think
him.
he'd score.
You can bench press. You can definitely bench press. You can't press a defender.
He could bench press you, probably.
Yeah, but he could. No, I'm just not gas about Lukaku. I think he's overrated. How he's managed to play with so many big clubs is mad.
I'm going to get on board with
How he's
that.
managed to score so many goals is mad.
But I don't know why I'm the voice of reason. So,
Yeah, again, his record for Belgium, man.
Yeah, good record. Like I said, Mario Gomez scored loads of goals. I just don't think he was that good either. So.
yeah, international football is a bit skewed. isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can play against
Playing
flipping.
Andorra,
You played like minnows, like
Yeah.
flipping Wales. Next one, Joe Hart. I never ever thought he was a good goalkeeper. England #1 for probably 8 years. Won a few trophies in Man City. I always thought he was shite.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm the same with Pickford.
Yeah, no, a bit of a Pickford.
Very
But
similar
I find it
character.
hard to say. He makes a save and a shout to someone else.
Yeah.
It makes him look better.
Yeah.
It's like, no, mate.
I think
Fucking Cal the Dragon.
I think they're quite lucky that there's no real stand-up English keeper really. I mean, for years, is it?
No, probably not.
Stand-up way,
Not for years.
which
Yeah.
gives them the chance to be
Yeah,
the
I
one
just.
like they are.
I thought, even Pep Guardiola, for all the bad things he's done in his career, is he saw Joe Hart straight away and thought, mate, you're a bluffer.
Would you say
Get out.
Bravo was better when he signed him?
Yeah, well, no, actually, probably not. No, Claudio Bravo's a bit of a joke too, but he played one season, so I can't have a go at him. And then this one's going to be really unpopular, but I just didn't like him. It was more a personal thing. Gareth Barry. The fact that he got more caps than Michael Carrick pisses me off.
Yeah, that's... But then he comes under my top 5 underrated players, Michael Carrick.
Yeah, 100%. But Gareth Barry, I don't think he could pass as well as Michael Carrick. I don't think he could run as well as Michael Carrick.
So
I honestly don't see how he got so many appearances in the Premier League and how many caps.
So that's a fact, is it?
That's not a fact, it's an opinion, this is.
No, is it a fact
Yeah, the
that
caps is.
Barry got more caps than
Michael Carrick only had about 20...
Yeah, Michael Carrick got 30 odd caps. Then
it
Gareth Barry had
28,
about 60 odd. He
No,
almost got double.
I didn't know.
He tended to fall in... Who was the manager at the time? He just did favourite.
Capello.
Yeah, that's it, the Capello. He just...
He didn't. Gareth Barry was.
He's a mainstay,
At
wasn't
one
he?
point, there's another one. Okay, again, I don't want to keep bringing up your shit club, but I will. Didn't Benitez want to replace Alonso with Gareth Barry?
Yeah, he did.
There's another story.
That's the rumour.
That's a fact.
I wouldn't replace Marcus Alonso
Facts.
left back with Gareth Barry.
No, I know. I can't believe, and yeah, that's true. That is.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I don't see how so many people rate him and how he's had. I understand he's a very good professional because that's how he's managed to have a long career. I don't think he ever was in the top. I'm going to say top 50
I'd say
Players-
another one on that point, mind,
midfield.
with caps for England, who David James. How he's only got a clean sheet record. He did have it because he played for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's
Another
stayed in
one.
the Premier League for so long.
Yeah, overrated. Let's go. Do you know what? I didn't want to put him on here, but I'll have a go. Steven fucking Gerrard. Overrated as fuck. This week, it's a guess the player again. But it's my turn, so you'll have these two having a guess. 20 questions, guys, and the floor's yours.
Right.
Well, I had a nightmare on this last week. So I brought a pen this week to just to note down things along the way. So you can start, Tom.
Right. They play in the Premier League.
Yes, they have, yeah. I thought you asked them for what a club then. As I say, it's not a club we're looking for.
No. They play in the Premier League.
Yeah, they are.
And his pen's out of ink. Brilliant. That's true.
William.
Did he have an afro and was he... No, did he win the Premier League?
No.
Are they retired?
Yes.
Right. So retired. Didn't win
My
the Premier
pen's not
League.
working.
That's third.
Did they play for a top 6 club? Best known to play for the top 6 club? Or Big 6?
Yes.
Oh, so
But then it could be... They're retired, aren't they? So it could be a Liverpool player as well.
Oh, yeah,
But anybody won it once in 30 odd years, which is...
And that's debatable.
Yeah.
Fuck off, like.
COVID title.
No one saw
That'll
you
be on
lift
another
it.
episode.
Hey, if no one saw you lift it, did it actually happen?
Well, we didn't lose 7-2 to Villa then, right?
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
You didn't lose 6-1 to Spurs.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Did they play for a London club?
Yes.
Right. So
That's 4 questions down.
Right. So as a player, fairly recently retired.
Ooh. So it could be Arsenal or it could be Spurs. I'm guessing.
Or Chelsea. Because they might play when Chelsea win.
Yeah. Did he win the Premier League? No, he didn't win the Premier League.
Right. Is that number 5?
No. Hey, look at Johnson.
So he retired after 2015. Played for... Yeah, just asked, did he play in North London or...
Yeah, go on.
Did he play for a North London club or...
No.
No, so it's Chelsea.
Yeah.
They're West London, isn't he?
Yeah.
So Chelsea player, after 2015, didn't win the title.
5 down.
What do you say?
5 down.
5.
Oh, right.
This one, not doing a crossword. All right.
Oh, hang on. Am I missing? Could he play for West Ham or any other?
No, because he said he played for the 6.
Top 6, you said.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Top
There we are.
Chelsea
See, this is why I'm trying to write
player,
stuff down. Was he a forward player?
Yes. 7 down.
Is he European?
No. 8 down.
So he's not British or European.
So,
It's fucking Willian.
That's 9. That's 8 down.
No, I think I know where it is. Did he play for Barcelona?
No, that's 8 down.
I was going to say Edo, but...
Oh, yeah. Is he South American?
No, 9 down.
Trying to narrow it down, you know. Yeah.
He's a forward.
Yeah. That's 10 down.
No, you wrote I was going to say. Forward.
Someone like, what's his name? Kalu, is it? Someone like that?
Kalu, shout.
Is it
He
Kalu?
won the title, didn't he? He won the title.
Is it Kalu?
No, it's 10 down.
He won the title.
He did, didn't he? Yeah, in 2010, yeah.
Did he play for Chelsea after 2020?
No.
Retired between 2015 and 2020. Fuck me. Malouda was European. Denver Bar.
Steve Gerrard slipped on his fucking ass, gave it to Denver Bar. Steve Gerrard.
I don't know what I'm all pissed off that little fucking song, or the fact that Tom Mantle got it again. I didn't get it.
That was a good guess, right?
As soon as I heard this game, I was like, get to have it.
Right, here we are. And what was that? So that was 11? Was it 12?
It would have been the 11th guess.
11th guess.
Oh, that's
It's
not bad.
It's good going.
Not
Just
bad.
overall.
To be fair, I could have gone for a harder player, but I just thought, I got to get you.
Yeah,
that
you just
one.
wanted it.
I
Yeah,
just wanted to sing that song.
fair enough.
Slipped on its fucking ass.
Yeah, do you want another rendition or?
No, just singing today.
Here we
People
are.
off their food, man.
Here we are. It's nice to see MegaHead anyway with a football top on this week.
Smiling for change.
Turned up like fucking Tom Brady last week. Patrick Mahomes.
Well, it was Super Bowl, baby.
Fat prick Mahomes. Until next time, yeah. Tell you what, don't forget to subscribe either, because one, it'll help us grow.
Share us, like us.
Give some comments as well.
Yeah. Subscribe, because it'll help us grow, and also you'll never miss a video.
Follow us on all socials.
Yes, TikTok. We're going to be on everything.
Facebook this week.
Gary Neville shitting himself on the overlap, because a proper podcast is in town. Become a bull and join the football podcast. Thank you.
See you next week.